Alright, that should be better. Oh god, there's a good chance that you wouldn't have been able to hear any of my commentary. I know. I'd also like everyone's opinion of the reaction video that I posted on Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on where you live. Something else I'm gonna say. I was channeling my inner reaction YouTuber, but like, yeah, it wasn't that good. Also, yeah, commentary probably won't be a permanent thing anymore. I'm sorry. It's just with the frequency that I have to get the videos out, a safety car is going to be ending at the end of this lap. With the frequency I have to get these videos out, it's not going to be easy for me to be talking all the time. But coming down the wall of champions now, the final chicane, and Catfish is going to lead us away. Begin the 4th lap here in Montreal. And look at that, Mikey Stone's got an awesome run on his own teammate here. Coming down to the first chicane through the hairpin. And he might have been gone, yes he has, he's been gone by Ronnie Sola here, who gets up in 2nd place. Shows the man he's battling with Blade Dragons on still, side by side, and down the inside goes both Mercedes at the same turn. Blade Dragons on not being able to make the move. Ronnie Sola being side by side with the other Mercedes driver, the former Jaguar Junior driver. Catfish stemming the fastest second of anyone. Meanwhile, Blade Dragons still just keeping in touch with the leading Jaguar driver. We're heading up to that wall of champions. Each time we've had this race, the only world champion has hit the wall. Let's see if that continues. As into the wall goes Catfish at the wall of champions. He's able to keep going, but does he have any damage? No, he doesn't. And he's even set the fastest third sector. But Ray racing for the fastest lap of the Prix. A 1 minute 1.4. Beautiful stuff. We've got another yellow. And who's this for? Track's been cleared, so it doesn't seem to have been a major thing. Looks like it was field choicing first. Look at that, up into 2nd place. Goes Milestone on Blade Dragon's Sonic. Ina Badness looking to go up into 3rd as well. Getting past Blade Dragon's Sonic. He's definitely being tumbled down the order, but Ronnie Sola down to 5th. He missed the overtake. That was made there, and it's an all-out brawl for 2nd place between the top drivers. Blade Dragon's Sonic getting a track off this morning as he's been overtaken by Ina Badness here. DRS has been made available, and the 2 drivers who don't have it are absolutely flying away from the back. As into the wall again goes Catfish, and he's out. Safety car's been deployed, and into the lead goes Milestone as he sets the fastest third sector of the E3. Beautiful stuff from Miles to be able to get up in 2nd so early, but wow. The pain of coming to Montreal is that we know that if you're winning the race, well, if you don't break, you don't finish, which isn't great. Also, I gotta say, Formula EJ, beautiful music. This stuff is like magnificent for racing music. Especially when you consider this is an electric racing series. Virgin get up into 9th and 10th. They definitely made an overtake on not Lewis Hamilton. However, apart from that, I gotta say, they've only really gotten into the points because of Catfish's misfortune. Which means, yes, did get up into 10th. I gotta say, the downfall of Audi is massive. McLaren though they were doing very well in the early parts of the season. They got podiums. But now, well, the true lack of pace is showing in that car, down in 14th and 15th. I'm not saying that they're not going to score good points here. They almost definitely will, because of the nature of races here in Montreal. And also, this race in Montreal is going to be looked at as a viewpoint for the race in Austria, which is in Spielberg. Yeah, Spielberg. The Spielberg Prix will have its actual speed determined by the amount of crashes that occur here in Montreal, just to keep the drivers safe, because a lot of crashes have been seen to happen there in the simulations that we've run. It's beginning to look a bit overcast here in Montreal. We might get some pit stops. The hard tire runners are going to be in pain. The mediums, not so much. Because, like, soft versus medium, not a lot changes. I gotta say, Felix Rosenquist has killed his tires. Everyone, like, Rosenquist, Aldrich, sorry. I was thinking of Full Metal Alchemist for a second there. Rosenquist, Aldrich, anyone else on the softs who have absolutely whipped up their tires, scrolling through everyone. No, not really. Those two really have just torn off the rubber. That's what happens when you get to incidents. You have to reverse out, wearing out the tires a bit more, or you gotta lock up the tires as well. Whatever it is, we're on lap 8 of 24. Generic YouTuber funny. Only 28% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. It's better than the former one, but it's still not good enough. So press the big red subscribe button, or your kneecaps will be broken. Ring the bell as well. Oh yeah. I guess this might be a question that comes up when I do an actual question and answer at 1,000 subscribers or something. I'm a fan of Sebastian Buemi. I'm a fan of Stoffel Van Dorn. And I'm also a fan of John Erkville. I like those three. Those three are great. And I also gotta give, like, special shout out to... Is it Jake Hughes? I'll take a look. But there's a Formula E driver. He comes from the same country as me, same part of it. Jake Hughes, British racing driver. He's from Birmingham. So looking Formula E. Yeah, Alex Lane. Wow, he's on the... Oh god. I'm looking at this. Is he still racing? Aw, he's not. Not too bad. Lap 9 of 24, we're still under safety car. Everyone might as well want to get like a drink or something. Safety car coming in at the end of this lap will get that going on lap 9, on lap 10 of 24, sorry. But will drivers peel into the pits? Nope, they're all going to stay out. Does look very overcast indeed. The music is seriously stopped. But we go green once more. And that's a magnificent start from Mikey Stone. He's already pulled a second on Iron Badness. And Blade Dragon's being overtaken by Ronnie Sola. Coming through the first 3 turns. Those hard times not being able to switch on to see Hope. But he's still fighting his absolute car out. He's outperforming what those tires should be possible doing. He almost got into second place there. But just not quite close enough. We're going to go on board with Mikey Stone, the rookie driver this season. And at the same time, we've got a corner car warning for Bazooka. There's a big fight, big melee going on in the midfield, but coming through the world champion, just keeping our eye here. Jump about keeps it clean, but he doesn't. Iron Badness in the wall. Milestones in the first lap of the E3 of 1 minute 10.833. Mohamed Awawi trying to get it up in 5th place, and Stefan Sarazon with a 5-second time penalty, and he's out at the pit lane of all places, and it's a virtual safety car because it's not that much of a serious incident, but it is pretty odd to have a crash at the pit lane. Sam Birds also picks up a 5-second time penalty there. It looked to be around the same time this man, Batsuko, cut a corner. Yes, it was actually at the exact same time. Bird pushed them. And we get green again. Lap 11 of 24. Full course yellows aren't actually that commonly seen. So we cut over a turn, and these softs, while they've provided the leading Mercedes driver with a lot of speed and power, they're going to go off the cliff at any moment here. Zero trying to go up into 8th place. He's almost definitely going to do it. As through the chicane we go. Stone, all fine. Badness also going through green, and it's a safety car deployed. Blade Dragon Sonic, the championship leader, out of the Prix, flying over the wall of champions. This Rodney Solo, he's trying to get himself back underway again, and that's one of the Revolution Racing cars. That's Ravo as well, and a spot of bother, and it's all kicking off here, trying to get back underway. He's halfway through the E-Prix, and it's a safety car. Drivers have come into the pits as well. The running order's been shaken up like a bunch of dice. And this is what it looks like right now. Milestone in the 95, like Lightning McQueen before him, leads the Montreal E-Prix from Iron Badness and Mohamed Awawi. Then comes Sierra, UK Ball, or Ronnie Sola, Medicis, and Sam Bird. And then comes Batuco, Sanchez, Ravo for Revolution Racing, Tom O'Connor, not Lewis Hamilton, Corinne Shanduk, Aldridge, but he's got himself a 5-second time penalty. And it's a puncher! Oh, Marcus Nelson! Oh, dearie me, he's got himself a front-rank puncture! We were supposed to look at his own teammate, Felix Rosenqvist. He's quite a ways ahead of him. And that's awful to have that happen onto a safety car. The top driver's coming into the pits and coming out now. Perfect time to do it as well. Everyone seemingly coming into the pits unless you're on hard tires like Menzies is. He's had to brake hard to make sure he doesn't run into his own teammate. Great stuff from Aguirre. But wow, Nelson's actually holding up Jake Dennis here as well. Because Dennis isn't allowed to pass him under the safety car. Because here, you're not allowed to overtake under the safety car no matter what the conditions are. You've got a faster car behind you. Well, too bad to that faster car. But yeah, Nelson making it to the pits. His teammate Rosenquist up into 11th place. But that Mahindra car is a dog to drive. I don't know if he's going to be able to make points out of that. But, well, we'll only know. The song that's playing right now is Bad Behavior. Don't know when this would have been played, but Jesus Christ, my man. He made such great music. Actually, Nelson's only 25 seconds off the back of the pack and he's on soft tires. He's gonna have to pit again. In fact, all the guys on soft tires, they will need to pit once more. Those softs won't make it to the end. Those hard tires that are on Medeiros' car also won't make it to the end. He might even dive into the pits here if Aguirre pull a Ferrari strategy. But you know, they're Japanese, so they make good strategies. That's why Red Bull does great strategies. Japan. But as for who could win this race, once the safety car period ends, like Milestone, he's been great at restarts, but I think Babness could get him. I think coming into the first chicane, it can be close. I think Babness might get Milestone, giving Babinets his second race win and gaining on his 2 championship rivals, or 3. His teammate, Blade Dragon Sonic, Catfish, all of them scoring no points or having wrecked cars. But yeah, to touch on Blade Dragon Sonic's crash again, it was just huge, it was massive. We've never seen something like that before. We never have, and I don't know if we ever will. Correction, we probably will because like, come on, it's just Spielberg. It'll happen, probably. Mars actually hasn't provided us with a helmet yet, so we're just giving him Felipe Masses, if anyone's wondering. We're driving the future here in Montreal. We've got 10 laps to go. Once Stone crosses the line, we'll have 9 laps to the checkered. And we're going to get lapped cars overtaking the safety car in this lap. Yep, there's the message from the race director. On board with Ray for his own team, Revolution Racing. And I want to say something. This livery, fun fact, it's actually based on the next Stevie TCS racing livery that was in season 1 of Formula E. Because like it was like they were China, Team China from Apex Grand Prix. Then they were next TV TCR. Then they were next TV Neo. Then they were Neo 333. Magnificent naming scheme. Oh wow, Aldrich is actually up to 9th. It's gonna tumble down the order. Same with Rosenfist, actually. Chandok can't really tumble that much farther down. Don't know what would be absolutely awful to have happen. Well, it would have been awful if it happened, but luckily, it didn't. If any one of the leaders got a puncture, like unfortunately this man had at Saudi Arabia a few seasons ago. Safety car coming into the pits at the end of the lap 15. Milestone will lead us away from Einat Babnis and Mohamed Nawawi. That's your top 3, and that's probably the guys who might win the Prix. We're going to have 9 laps to go. We are green once more in Montreal, and that's a brilliant start from both Milestone and Einat Babnis. Mohamed Nawawi not being able to capitalise. Same could be said with his teammate. As a Staff Sanchez trying to get past Sandberg, sending it down the inside. They go side by side. Bird trying to send it down the inside on Medicis as well. He's on those hard tires, those slow hard tires. Well, remember, Bird has a 5-second time penalty to his name, but further up the order, Einat Babnis looking for a potential move down the inside on Milestone, maybe DRS. Milestone set in the fastest second sector of anyone, a 16-second dead. With how precise our timing equipment actually goes, Marcus Nelson having an awful restart as side by side they go into the wall of champions. 2 into that turn, cannot go, and it's gone poorly for both of them. Einat Babnis is falling into the pit lane somehow. As Milestone getting able to go again, but with front wing damage. How has Babnis been able to get himself stuck in there? That's a massive crash, and a virtual safety car as well. And Mohamed Nawawi leads the Montreal Prix, and Milestone has to come into the pits at the end of this lap. 2 into that turn, cannot and will not go. Virtual safety car, a full course yellow, who is ending now. Mohamed Nawawi's going to be able to get going again. Lap 17 of 24. But that was a massive crash in the pit lane. Wins Einat Babnis there. That is the most bizarre crash I've seen all day. And I've seen a lot of bizarre crashes today. Milestone's going to close in on Mohamed Nawawi now. As in the midfield, there are so many potential battles going on here. It's absolutely massive. Up into second place goes Sandberg, is into the wall. Has gone Mohamed Nawawi. Into the pits comes Milestone. And out goes Mohamed Nawawi for the Aguri team. What an unfortunate outcome for those guys. And it's at the same time this man had a tangle with Einat Babnis. And I genuinely thought that Stone would have actually retired in that crash. It was a massive crash. But Sam Bird, with a 5-second time penalty, remind you, leads in Montreal from Medicis, who's still actually yet to make his first pit stop. And Tom O'Connor. Reminder, Tom O'Connor was the second non-Renault Edams driver in Season 1 to win an A3. He did not lead on that day. He was second at the run. But Blade Dragon Sonic had a time penalty when he was driving with them on that day. They collided. And he won with O'Connor. Doc Sanchez currently 4th place. He has won an A3, I believe. It was in similarly chaotic circumstances. We're on lap 19 of 24. We have 5 laps to go. And only a few before we're going to be able to get going again. I'd say we get going around lap 21, 22. What I will say is there's a likelihood of us finishing this race under green. Revolution Racing, however, currently in 5th and 7th. Virgin in 1st and 6th on the road, but it's actually 5th and 8th. No, not even 5th and 8th. 5th and 11th. 12th. It's just dropping down the order. Now the gaps are closing. But it's definitely not points. Chandler actually quite a ways off the back of the pack. We only have 16 drivers left in the Prix, which means we'll probably have restrictor plates. It's from NASCAR of all things added back in for the British, for the London and Spielberg E3, because those races are usually very crash prone. We might not have them at London, but we definitely will at Spielberg. Because we run with 150% AI aggression and mad AI. The maximum overtakes and chaos. Yeah, I'm being meta now, sorry guys. But yeah, this is just massive crashes happening. Through the final chicane we go now. If we get a race direction message, I'd be shocked. What's the line? Lap 20 of 24. Got 4 laps to the checkered. Sam Bird leads with DS Version Racing. Then comes Kama Jesus for the Guri team. Then comes Tom O'Connor, Daph Sanchez, Cable, Sierra, Ravo, Aldridge, Ronnie Sola, Batuco, not Lewis Hamilton, Jake Dennis, the 2 Mahindras of Felix Rosenqvist and Marcus Nelson, who could actually get points. Then Miles Stone from the Mercedes EQ and Kareem Chandler. We've lost from the C3. Mohamed Awawi coming out of the Wall of Champions, colliding with the wall, losing his front wing, and at the end of the day suffering a broken suspension. Arnott Babness and Blade Sonic had similar crashes at different laps. They went airborne. Babness went into the pits. And Stefan Sarazan spun into the pits, I believe. It was a very weird crash there. Might have been 3-1, but we didn't see it. Then Catfish retired at the chicane, and then Polar crashed out at the 3rd turn. Went airborne, flipped the car after being pushed by Aldridge, who has a 5-second time penalty now. Wow, Chandler really is going quite slowly now. The tree car isn't really that fast, we can tell, but wow. That car's going to now overtake the safety car. We'll get back racing on lap 22. Finally, we might get 2 clean laps of racing here. Or all the teams will just go on an all-out war. Because I can tell you right now, the order that we're currently running in right now will not be the order that we finish in. Even if all the drivers hold station, Bird and Aldridge have 5-second time penalties, they will drop down the order. So we're on board with the race leader. The top 5 in the driver's standings aren't looking too good at all. The top 5 actually all aren't scoring points actually. Blood Jack Sonic, Annette Badness, Knotless Hamilton, Catfish, and Milestone aren't scoring points. And as Stand Together plays, the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. The message has come up on your screen right now from Race Direction. We're gonna go through the Wall of Champions. The race to the future is now. And on lap 22 of 24, we go green once more. Sandberg leading everyone away. And Medicis actually closing it quite a bit to the back of the Belgian driver. Will he be able to pass in the midfield? Milestone getting up into 14th place. He's still gone faster lap of the E3. He's actually gone up into 13th. Meanwhile, Aldridge dropping down the order. He's down to 10th place. Does he have an issue or something? No, he does not. Knotless Hamilton almost barged his way past Aldridge. Up to 10th he goes. This Milestone's going to have a great recovery time if he can. And Sandberg's actually shot off like a, falcon from the rest of the grid. 1.1 seconds is off the back of Bird. 1.6 Bird's actually in dropping Medicis here, who's on worn hard tyres. And into the wall goes Sandberg. He's lost it coming out of the Wall of Champions. He's got quite a bit of damage, but it's not substantial. Lap 23 of 24, the penultimate lap of the E3, and we've got another young player in the third sector. And that's Marcus Nelson, who's had an awful day today. Does he have front wing damage? No, he doesn't. He just needs to get it out of there if he can. And I don't think he'll be able to. And if he can't, that'll be a safety car that he's caused. And he's got the car pointing the right direction again. Tom O'Connor up into 7th place. Medicis dropping down the order. He's down to 4th. Raver's actually got himself up into 6th place. Great stuff for the Revolution in Racing Boys. Starting a real revolution here. Coming through the penultimate corner, which is the chicane, as we all know. And Monoposto has a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with Aldridge. On board with Tom O'Connor coming into the front chicane. We go then, and into the wall has gone Sandberg. He's going to be able to get going again, but he's got front wing damage. Batuco's got a 5-second time penalty for causing collision. It's the final lap of the E3, and we've got more carnage going on as into the wall has gone Field Tossing Fist, missing part of his front wing, sorry. But it's the final lap. Sandberg, he's not going to be able to win this race. Will Revolution Racing, on the other hand, win their first race? He's here in Montreal. Crazy conditions, absolutely hampering everyone as Marcus Nelson's gone to the wall. He's still going though. And up into 2nd place, and the net race lead has gone. And UK ball as we've got 10 seconds to be added to Milestone's race time through that chicane. He's hit Ronnie Sola. But coming in to the Wall of Champions, and he's missing part of his front wing. He's being chased down by the Revolution Racing driver of UK ball. It doesn't matter to him. And into the wall goes Sandberg. UK ball's been hit as well. Who's going to win this race? 5 seconds being added to Raven's time. Tom O'Connor wins in Montreal. UK ball 2nd. Sanchez 3rd. Raven 4th. Medicis 5th. Batuco 6th. Sierra 7th, Knotless Hamilton 8th, Milestone 9th, Aldrich 10th, Jake Dennis 11th, and Field Rosenquist 12th, Ronnie Sola 13th, Corinne Chaddock 14th. Sandberg has not finished this race, but will Marcus Nelson? Yes, he will be 16th, he will be 15th. What the hell was that race? And it was almost a new team winning. They almost had it with Revolution Racing, but it wasn't to be. And yet another crazy race. Tom O'Connor has won the Montreal Prix from UK Ball and Daf Sanchez. Then comes Medicis, Sierra, not Lewis Hamilton, Dennis, and Rosenqvist. Then comes Ravo, Ronnie Sola, Matuko, Chandok, Aldridge, Stone, and Nelson. Your non-finishers were Nawawi, Annette Babnis, Blake Sonic, Stefan Sarazan, Catfish, and Polrock. In the driver's standings, Blade Dragon Sonic leads on 76 points from Catfish on 70. Then comes Not Lewis Hamilton on 63 points and UK Ball on 57. Then comes Ironette Babinus on 49 points. Then Rodney Sola and Mohamed Wawi tied on 47 points. Then comes Tom O'Connor on 43 points. Then Miles Stone on 41. Ravo on 28 points. Then Medicis on 22. Daf Sanchez on 21 points. And Sam Bird on 14 points, Jake Dennis on 13 points, PCR on 10, then comes Matuka on 6, Rosenqvist on 4, Nelson, Polrock, Chandok, Aldridge, and Sarazan all still yet to score. In the constructors' standings, coming into Marina Bay, Jaguar Racing and Mercedes EQ tied for the lead of the championship on 117 points. Then comes Maserati on 112. Then comes Revolution Racing on 85 points. Team Aguirre on 69, nice points. Then McLaren Neom on 56 points. Upshafer Audi Sport on 27. TS Virgin Racing on 24 points. Mahindra Racing on 4. And Trilliant Dragon yet to score. We'll see you next time for the Marina Bay E-Prix.